Welcome to Clemson, South Carolina, and the night sky providing a foreboding backdrop for any visitor because the Tigers are ready to open another season here at home. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Bringing it back. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Line gets set. First down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. No idea what he could have. To try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those work plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is the first passing touchdown.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
He now has 72 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one, finds room. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's up and no good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated.
For the country, sounds like they had a good one there. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward in the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On the run, still looking. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He wants to throw. Looking left. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot. Just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown LSU! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
With the catch, it's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First down here for the offense. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it all right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Looking to throw. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you can keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Klubnik. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Wants to go up top. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. good defenses stop you from scoring, great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. He's got it on the move, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 33, LSU 20.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
That keeps the score.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That makes the score. Clemson.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Clemson is quick to the line. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Coming after it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down and run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. The 50, the 40. At the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second.
Carries the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just trucks through it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze